Back in the 1970s and 80s, River Mpanga was one of the biggest rivers by volume of water in Uganda. However, over the years, the flow of this river has slowly dwindled due to heavy pollution and increased human activity on its banks. Mpanga, which flows through a busy Fort Portal town, has lately been used as a dumping site of sorts, where all types of garbage are thrown into it, contaminating and polluting the water. This part of Fort Portal town clearly shows you the depth of pollution taking place on the river, and all these plastic bottles and polythene bags are collected here on a daily basis. Environment officers from Kabarole district say that though they tried their best to clean up the river and enforce laws against dumping, some people have continued to throw their garbage into the river.
We've made several interventions, but it has not been that easy. We tried to put a mesh up near the bridge, but finally the bottles had to find their way up to here. It is becoming costly because every month we have to we use manual labor, which also comes at a cost.
In many places, the river's water no longer looks fresh and it now has an ugly dark color that is a testament to all the contamination and pollution it has had to endure. This deteriorating state of affairs has led district and municipal officials to adopt another approach to try and conserve the river. The local leaders are now encouraging tree planting around the river banks, and several tree nurseries have been set up in different parts of Fort Portal with the help of development partners.
So when people encroach the river with those soft soils, they lead to pollution through siltation, because the soils will always be open and run directly to the river. But when you planted the trees to hold the soils and the grass down, it helps on the pollution, to reduce on the pollution of the river, of the waters.
So we have taught good best farming practices upstream, where the farmers, especially in the sub-county of Karangura, here in Kabarole, we have taken them through the best farming practices like mulching, like using terraces, and then we have also taught them to keep the 30-meter distance from the river.
We are now in Karangura sub-county, located in Kabarole district. We have been told that this place in particular is where you find the source of River Mpanga. This place also has a beehive of activity, and as we are going to see in the future, you are going to realize that there is a lot of sand mining and stone quarrying taking place in this particular area.
According to the chairperson of the River Mpanga Catchment Management Committee, Richard Rabhinga, another major activity that is affecting River Mpanga is stone quarrying.
They destroy the river because whatever they do is deposited in the river. And this one actually increases on the volume of siltation, and this poses a very big challenge to the river.
The water flowing at this point here at the upstream is clean and less polluted, something that shows you contamination is downstream. Most of the rocks you will also find here were deposited by the river, which gave the locals here a source of livelihood in the form of artisanal stone quarrying, and it has been a challenge for the local leaders to stop locals from quarrying.
Actually, that one still remains a challenge standing, because when we were trying to enforce the law on them, they actually asked us questions. If we are to be removed from actually along the river, what activity are you giving us that we will be doing in substitute of the activity of being handling? And it is a matter that is still standing. We have not yet posed a solution to it.
Environmentalists, on the other hand, say that they will continue looking for new interventions to ensure that River Mpanga's flow is restored. River Mpanga's existence is also critical to the existence of the Mpanga Power Station, an 18-megawatt power plant, Mpanga Forest, a national forest reserve, and Lake George, an inland crater lake that lies entirely in Queen Elizabeth National Park, where it pours its water. Suhail Mugabe, NTV Green.